Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण. Hare Krishna dear devotees. So today is a Saturday and it is 28th of February. It is Govinda Masa, Falguna Masa, Sukla Paksham, and the Dwadasi Tithi. So today the events are one is Dwadasi Parana time, and another one is the disappearance day of Madhavendra Puri. So from the Dwadasha Parana time, it is the between 6:47, 10:24. Devotees who are fasting, they need to break the fast during that time. That is 6:47, 10:24. And apart from that, from the events perspective, I have shared this one about the disappearance day of Madhavendra Puri. So can I request Prabhat Sachimadaji is available to read from the WhatsApp? That's very standard on the about the disappearance day of Sri Madhavendra Puri. There are three messages in the first message.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Next, are you able to see the message, Mataji?
Have you shared, Prabhuji? I cannot see.
In the WhatsApp group. Okay, let me just share it after that.
I am on computer. So
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
let me see in the WhatsApp group.
Maybe you can read the second section. First section also I did, Mataji. Okay, so the disappearance of Sri Madhavendra Puri, who brought Madhurya Leela, the topmost platform of conjugal love of God. So into the line of our disciplic succession. So that is the Madhavendra Puri. So who is the spiritual master of Ishvara Puri. So he is the spiritual master of Sri Advaita Acharya and Sri Nityananda Prabhu and other associates of the Lord, as well as Sri Ishwarapuri, who initiated Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the Gopinath deity in Remuna is celebrated as a Kshirachora Gopinath, who stole a pot of condensed milk. Then at night, Madhavendra Puri, searching for him where he was chanting in the marketplace. So this and much more is described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila, chapter 4, Shri Madhavendra Puri's devotional service. Okay, so that is, so there is a further, let me just share that one. Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Asa Mataji has said something.
We can read from our phone, maybe, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, can you please read from the phone? I think my signals are a bit late.
That's okay. So we clicked on the link where it says Sri Madhavendra Puri's Devotional Service, Chapter 4.
No, not that one. So next message is the incredible story of that part. Next message.
That the one Sri Madhavendra Puri. That the one Prabhuji?
The next is the Kshirchor Gopinath picture, and then the incredible story. So there is next message.
Kshirachora Gopinath, who stole the rice?
Yes.
Okay. Mataji, you found it?
Mataji, go ahead, Mataji.
Okay. Madhya Leela, Chapter 4, yes. Madhavendra Puri thought, I shall inquire from the priest what foods are offered to Gopinath, so that by making arrangements in our kitchen, we can offer similar foods to Sri Gopala. When the Brahmana priest was questioned about this matter, he explained in detail what kinds of foods were offered to the deity of Gopinath. The Brahmana priest said, in the evening, the deity is offered sweet rice in 12 earthen pots. Because the taste is as good as nectar, Amrita, it is named Amrita Keli. This sweet rice is celebrated throughout the world as Gopinath Krishna, Gopinath Kshira. It is not offered anywhere else in the world. While Madhavendra Puri was talking with the Brahmana priest, the sweet rice was placed before the deity as an offering. Hearing this, Madhavendra Puri thought as follows: if without my asking a little sweet rice is given to me, I can then taste it and make a similar preparation to offer my Lord Gopala. Shall I continue? When the Madhavendra Puri became greatly ashamed when he desired to taste the sweet rice, and he immediately began to think of Lord Vishnu. While he was thus thinking of Lord Vishnu, the offering was completed and the Aarti ceremony began. After the Aarti was finished, Madhavendra Puri offered his obeisances to the deity and then left the temple. He did not say anything more to anyone. Please tell me when to stop. Okay, Prabhuji? Madhavendra Puri avoided begging. He was completely unattached and indifferent to material things. If without his begging, someone offered him some food, he would eat, otherwise he would fast. A Paramhansa like Madhavendra Puri is always satisfied in the loving service of the Lord. Material hunger and thirst cannot impede his activities. When he desired to taste a little sweet rice offered to the deity, he considered that he had committed an offense by desiring to eat what was being offered to the deity. Madhavendra Puri left the temple and sat down in the village marketplace, which was vacant. Sitting there, he began to chant. In the meantime, the temple priest laid the deity down to rest. Finishing his daily duties, the priest went to take rest. In a dream, he saw the Gopinath deity come to talk to him, and he spoke as follows: O priest, please get up and open the door of the temple. I have kept one pot of sweet rice for the sannyasi Madhavendra Puri. This pot of sweet rice is just behind my cloth curtain. You did not see it because of my tricks. A sannyasi named Madhavendra Puri is sitting in the vacant marketplace. Please take this pot of sweet rice from behind me and deliver it to him. Awakening from the dream, the priest immediately rose from bed and thought it wise to take a bath before entering the deity room. He then opened the temple door. According to the deity's directions, the priest found the pot of sweet rice behind the cloth curtain. He removed the pot and mopped up the place where it had been kept. He then went out of the temple. Closing the door of the temple, he went to the village with the pot of sweet rice. He called out in every stall in search of Madhavendra Puri. Holding the pot of sweet rice, the priest called, Will he whose name is Madhavendra Puri please come and take this pot? Gopinath has stolen this pot of sweet rice for you. The priest continued, Would the sannyasi whose name is Madhavendra Puri please come and take this pot of sweet rice and enjoy the prasadam with great happiness? You are the most fortunate person within these three worlds. Prabhati Mataji, you want to continue if you found it?
I shared this in the screen, Mataji.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Hosni. Okay, Mataji, you want to read then, please?
No, Mataji, it is in the mobile. Sorry, you can carry on, Mataji.
Okay.
I'm sharing the screen, Mataji. Yeah, go on, Mataji.
Is it hearing the invitation?
Yes, hearing, yes.
Yeah. Hearing the invitation, Madhavendra Puri came out and identified himself. The priest then delivered the pot of sweet rice and offered his obeisances, falling flat before him. When the story about the pot of sweet rice was explained to him in detail, Sri Madhavendra Puri at once became absorbed in ecstatic love of Krishna. Upon seeing the loving symptoms manifest in Madhavendra Puri, the priest was struck with wonder. He could understand why Krishna had become so much obliged to him, and he saw that Krishna's action was befitting. The priest offered his obeisances to Madhavendra Puri and returned to the temple. Then, in ecstasy, Madhavendra Puri at the sweet ate the sweet rice offered to him by Krishna. After this, Madhavendra Puri washed the pot and broke it into pieces. He then bound all the pieces in his outer cloth and kept them nicely. Each day, Madhavendra Puri would eat one piece of that earthen pot, and after eating it, he would immediately be overwhelmed with ecstasy. These are wonderful stories. Having broken the pot and bound the pieces in his cloth, Madhavendra Puri began to think, The Lord has given me a pot of sweet rice, and when the people hear of this tomorrow morning, there will be great crowds. Thinking this, Sri Madhavendra Puri offered his obeisances to Gopinatha on the spot and left what is that, Prabhuji? Remuna. Left Remuna before morning. Walking and walking, Madhavendra Puri finally reached Jagannath Puri, which is also known as Nilachala. There he saw Lord Jagannatha and was overwhelmed with the loving ecstasy. When Madhavendra Puri was overwhelmed in the ecstasy of love of Godhead, he sometimes stood up and sometimes fell to the ground. Sometimes he laughed, danced, and sang. In this way, he enjoyed transcendental bliss by seeing the Jagannatha deity. When Madhavendra Puri came to Jagannath Puri, people were aware of his transcendental reputation. Therefore, crowds of people came and offered him all sorts of respect in devotion. Even though one may not like it, reputation as ordained by providence comes to him. Indeed, one's transcendental reputation is known throughout the entire world. Being afraid of his reputation, Pratishta, Madhavendra Puri fled from Ramana, but the reputation brought by love of Godhead is so sublime that it goes all along with the devotees as if following him.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
So beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing this. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. So it is a very wonderful story. So again, there is another, there are two pastimes. One is the Kshirashwar Gopinath. So three pastimes. One is the Gopal, where in the Vrindavana, Gopal was again installed on top of the golden hill, and then established there on the temple and everything is there. After ceremonies are going on later on. Next is the pastime of Chirchor Gopinath with Madhavendra Puri. And later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also in the next is the Sakshi Gopal. So a pastime that has happened in the Vidyanagar where two Brahmanas, a young Brahman and old Brahman. So those three pastimes in the consecutively, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna Raj Goswami describes those pastimes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relishes by hearing and describing to the associations, and Nityananda Prabhu describing that Sakshi Gopal pastimes. That is the beauties of these events. Okay, that is from the events perspective. So today is the disappearance of Madhavendra Puri. So now for now, we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Maitreya Muni is speaking about the Brahma day and the night times. And in his daytime, all the universes are get created, maintained, and also destroyed. And also during the daytime, the Lord also appear in order to maintain the universal orders. Okay, likewise, and each day of Brahma contains 14 manvantaras. Likewise, he was describing that Yesh Dainantinaha Sargo Brahmanaistrailokyavattanaha Tirjak Nrupitru Devanam Sambhoyatra Karmabihi Sambhoyatra Karmabihi Manvantareshu Bhagavan Vibhrasattum Sumurtibihi by his internal potency, all the forms, by all his incarnations, they're all Vibhrasatvam Sumurtibihi by his internal potency. Manvadibhi idam vishwam avati buddhita paurushaha by his discoverable power. So buddhita paurushaha, and then vishwam avati, so he maintains avati buddhita paurushaha manvabhi idam vishwam. So likewise, all these manvantaras and day of Brahma, they are maintained by Krishna appearing in different incarnations. Buddhita paurushaha, all of them are by his internal potency. There are different kinds of incarnations, Sektavesha avataras, Leela avataras, Yoga avataras, okay, like that. After saying that, Maitreya Muni says that in the day of night, everything will be annihilated. All these three planetary systems, they will get annihilated, and then everything becomes silent. Everything becomes silent. And then during that time, we do not see the sunlight and moonlight within these three worlds. Though the sun and moon exist beyond, their glaring is no more exist within these three worlds. Likewise, Maitreya Muni further describing. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 11, verse number 28 and 29. तमो मात्रमुपाधाय प्रतिसंवृद्धविक्रमः कालेन अनुगत अशेष आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनात्यये. Tamo matram upadhaya. Tamaha, the mode of ignorance or the darkness of night. Tamo matram is an insignificant portion only. This is this in the total cosmic manifestation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Three parts, Tripad Vibhutihi, that is in the spiritual world. It's in the Purusha Suktam, Tripad Buddha Udait Purushaha Padosyaha Bhavat Punaha. So there it is also mentioned, Tripadasya Amrutam Devi. Pado asya Viswabhotani Tripad asya Amrutam Devi. Likewise, it is described in the Purusha Sukta, comes from Rigvedam. Etavanasya Mahima Ato Jayaksha Purushaha Padosya Viswabhotani. Pada asya Vishwabhotani. One part of the 1/4 creation of the cosmic manifestation is the Vishwabhotani, all the universes and the living entities. Tripadasya Amrutam Devi, three parts is the spiritual world. Tripad Urdva Udait Purushaha Pado Asya Iha Bhavat Punaha. And Lord is always situated in the spiritual, there are in the spiritual world, and again Pado Asya Bhavat Punaha. And in this one path of the universe, so many things keep on changing. So this is Teja Vari Mridam Veda Vinamayo Yatra Tisargho Mrusha. Interactions between earth, water, fire, and what? This is earth, water, and fire. This is Teja Vari Mridam Veda Vinamayo. Vinamaya is interaction that takes place. So here Tamo Matram Upadhaya. So this during that Tamo Matram is the insignificant portion. This is the material world and the mode of ignorance or the darkness of night. Upadaya, accepting that one. Priti Samruddha Vikramaha, suspending all power of manifestation. Suspending all power of manifestation. Kalen Anugata Ashesha. This is Kalena by means of eternal time or Kala. Anugata Midjidin. Asheshaha, innumerable living entities. All the living entities, they are annihilated now. All of their bodies. And Aste Tushnim Dinachaye, and everything remains silent. Dinachaye at the end of the day. Like ourselves, when we sleep, everything goes, the night becomes silent. Tamamatrupadhaya Pratisamruddha Vikramaha Kalen Anagat Ashesha Aste Tushnim Dinachaye. Translation. At the end of the day, under the insignificant portion of the mode of darkness, the powerful manifestation of the universe merges in the darkness of night. By the influence of eternal time, the innumerable living entities remain merged in that dissolution, and everything is silent. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request any volunteer devotees to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, thank you. This verse is an explanation of the night of Brahma, which is the effect of the influence of time in touch with an insignificant portion of the modes of material nature in darkness. The dissolution of the three worlds is affected by the incarnation of darkness, Rudra represented by the fire of eternal time, which blazes over the three worlds. These three worlds are known as Bhuta, Bhuvaha, and Svaha, Patala, Britya, and Swarga. The innumerable living entities merge into the dissolution, which appears to the dropping of the curtain of the scenes of the Supreme Lord's energy. And so everything becomes silent. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, this verse is an explanation of night of Brahma, which is the effect of the influence of time in touch with an insignificant portion of the modes of material nature in darkness. Night time means it is darkness. In the morning is Brahma Muhurta, In the daytime, it is Rajoguna. Early morning is Sattvaguna, Rajoguna. Night is the Tamoguna. Okay, that is how it Tamomatrim Upadaya. And this dissolution of three worlds is affected by the incarnation of darkness, Rudra, represented by the fire of eternal time, which blazes over the three worlds. And Rudra is he is always Lord Shiva. He is the deity for the false ego, and he always worships the Sankarsana. Sankarsana is the ego in the goodness, is a pure consciousness. The pure ego means it is the spiritual identity. So that is again Lord Shiva always worships Sankarsana in the Ilavrita Varsha. That we see in the Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto there. And by he also receives the power from the Sankarsana. And what he does, so he annihilates. So he is the Layakaraka. He is the Layakaraka. These three worlds are known as the Bhu Bhuvaha and the Swaha. One is the Bhumandala, is our planet, Machaloka. And then Bhuha is the upper planetary systems, that is within the what we call it is the middle planetary Bhuha. So let me show. That one is out of total 14 planetary systems. Bhu, Bhuvar, Suvar, these are called middle planetary systems. And Pata, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Tala, Tala, Pat, Mahatala, Patal. These are 7 planet systems are called bottom planet systems. And above the Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, there are upper planet. 4 planets are upper, and 7 are bottom, and Bhuvaha, Suvaha. These are middle planet systems. It is described like that. And the innumerable living entities merge into that dissolution, which appears to be the dropping of the curtain of the scene of the Supreme Lord's energy, Maya Javanikachanam. Okay, Ajnadokshiyam Avyayam. Okay, it is the curtain. So once this plays, when we go to the movie, so it is a 3 hours of movie or 1 hour of movie or something like that. So they will close the curtain, and then movie is over. No more mother, father, husband, and wife and children. So everything is finished. Now everyone will go back to their original positions, the spiritual forms, or the original forms of the living entities. At the moment, they are wearing different dresses and playing here in this material world. Likewise, and here in this part, see in the Brahma's night time, what happens? Brahma goes to sleep. So during time, everything is silent and it's dark. And again in the morning, whenever he wakes up, there is lots of water, and he would again there is a lotus flower. In the beginning, the lotus flower, when it has emanated, there was so much of water. By the effulgence of that lotus flower, so much of water was evaporated. It dried up the water. So Sapadma Koshaha Sodatitat Kalena Karma Pratibodhanena Swarochishat Tat Salilam Vishalam Vidyotayanarka Yavatma Yonihi. Vidyotayanarka Yavatma Yonihi. That lotus flower, by its effulgence, it will dry up so much of water. Later on, even Brahma, when in the beginning of the creation, Vivruddha Vijnana Bhalo Nyapad Vayum Saha Ambasa. He will also drink so much of water and the air by his Vivruddha Vijnana Balo, by his knowledge and austerities. Tapasahi Edamanena Vidyacha Atma Samstaya Vivruddha Vijnana Balo Nyapadvayum Saha Ambasa. He drink all the water and also the wind as well, which is disturbing the creation. The fierce winds were Padmam Ambashatat Kalha Krutaviryena Kampitam. Krutaviryena Kampitam. They were all moving at the time. Brahma has got that kind of power. Now coming here, in the night it is all darkness. Again he goes to the sleep. And in the morning, during that time, even the sun and the moon will be, that glaring will not be visible. So that one, Maitreya Muni further is describing here. What happens? तमेव अनु अपि दीयन्ते लोका भूरादयस्त्रयः निशायाम् अनुवृत्तायां निर्मुक्त शशिभास्करम् तमेव अनु अपि दीयन्ते Tameva that certainly anu after that apidhiyante are out of sight. What are they? Lokaha bhur adayaha trayaha. The planetary systems. These are bhu adayaha, bhu bhur suvarloka. Trayaha, these are the three planetary systems. The three worlds bhu bhuvaha and swaha. Trayaha three. And then nishayam in the night time. Anuruttayam, ordinary, Nirmukta Shashi Bhaskaram, without a glare of Shashi and Bhaskaram. Shashi is the moon, Bhaskaram, the sun. The planets would exist, but glaring is not visible to the three worlds. In this world, at the moment, some part of the world, 6 months is complete darkness, 6 months is full of light. That one we can perceive. Even in UK, in London itself, whenever summer comes, the night time is only of 5 to 6 hours, and 18 hours is all light, complete light. In the winter, only 6 hours of daytime, everything is night. Likewise, this will take over the Brahma's day. Brahma's day will be complete. That is, we do not see the sun and moon at all, and all glaring is uh, it is taken out from these three worlds. So this is Maitreya Muni saying here. Tameva anopi dhiyante loka bhuradayastrayah nishayam anurtayam nirmukta shashi bhaskaram. So translation, when the night of Brahma ensues, all the three worlds are out of sight, and the sun and the moon are without glare, just as in the due course of an ordinary night. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Meena Mataji, would you like to go, Mataji? Purport.
Hare Krishna. It is understood that the glare of the sun and the moon disappear from the sphere of the three worlds, but the sun and the moon themselves do not vanish. They appear in the remaining portion of the universe, which is beyond the spurs of the three worlds. The portion of this dissolution remain without sun rays or moon glow. It is remain dark and full of water, and there are indefinable winds are explained in the following verses. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here Srila Prabhupada is explaining that um, the sun and moon are still existing, but their light no longer illuminates the three worlds. These worlds are submerged or withdrawn during the Brahma's night. This is comparing to the ordinary night time. Just as sun is not visible to us at night. Similarly, during cosmic night, the planet systems become unseen. And then there are some commentaries about the earlier acharyas like Shridhar Swami and Jiva Goswami. It is described that the three worlds become unseen means their functional activities stop. Living beings withdraw into subtle states. The sun and moon becoming nirmukta without radiance means illuminating function ceases relative to those worlds. Illuminating function ceases relative to those worlds, not that they are destroyed. And whereas from the Jiva Goswami's perspective, this is called Nimittika Pralaya, occasional dissolution. It occurs at the end of Brahmasri. The higher planets like Maharloka and above are all not fully destroyed. They still exist. The dissolution is due to the withdrawal of divine sustaining potency. That is Jiva Goswami stresses. But whereas spiritual world, it is not touched by any of the time or the ignorance or passion or goodness. Okay, so that is what Jiva Goswami's commentary on that one. Okay, and there are few of dissolutions are also given. One is the Naimittika Pralaya, Prakritika Pralaya, Atyantika Pralaya. So Naimittika Pralaya is the end of Brahma's day, and what happens? Lower worlds get dissolved, and Prakritika Pralaya, end of Brahma's life, total material dissolution, and then Atyantika. This is the individual liberation. End of personal material existence. This is the Atyantika. Okay, this is given by our acharyas. Okay, that is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Here, that functionality of appearance, disappearance, maintenance, it will keep going on. But we see in minute reflections in this material world. Okay, they appear in the remaining portion of the universe, which is beyond the sphere of three worlds, and this portion in dissolution remains without sun rays or moon glow. It is all remaining dark and full of water, and there are indefatigable winds, as explained in the following verses. Okay, that one in the beginning also in the 10th chapter, Nyapad Vayum Sahambasa, Brahma was thinking that Vayu as well, wind and the water as well, before the creation. So that one further it might be explained later on. Okay, this is here. Tam evano api dhiyante loka bhuradaya nishayam anuruttaya nirmukta shishi bhaskaram. Okay, we shall go and recite this shlokas. Can I request the devotees to follow wherever is possible? So tamo matram upadaya prithamruddha vikramah kalena anugata ashesha aste tushnim dinatyaye. Line by line. Tamo matram upadaya
तमोमात्रम् उपादाय
प्रतिसमृद्धविक्रमः
प्रतिसंवृद्धविक्रमः
कालेन अनुगत अशेष
कालेन अनुगत अशेष
आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनाच्चये.
आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनात्सये
Again. तमो मात्रम् उपादाय
तमोमात्रम् उपादाय
प्रतिसमृद्धविक्रमः
प्रतिसंवृद्धविक्रमः
कालेन अनुगत अशेष
कालेन अनुगत अशेष
आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनाच्चये.
आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनात्सये
Once more. तमो मात्रम् उपादाय
तमोमात्रम् उपादाय
प्रतिसमृद्धविक्रमः
प्रतिसंवृद्धविक्रमः
कालेन अनुगत अशेष
कालेन अनुगत अशेष
आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनाच्चये.
आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनात्सये
Very beautiful. You can request devotees kindly take your turns to recite. Sarinya Mataji, would you like to go?
हरे कृष्ण तमो मात्रम् उपादाय प्रतिसंवृत्तविक्रमः कालेन अनुगत शेष आष्टे तूष्णीं दिनातये.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Tamo matram ubadaya pradisamrutta vikramaha kalena anukta ashena aste tushnim tinatyaye.
Kalena anugata ashesha.
Kalena anukada ashesha aste tushnim tinatyaye. Tinatyaye.
Want to go once again, Mataji?
Okay. Tamo matram ubadaya pradisamrutta vikramaha kalena anukada ashesha aste tushnim tinatyaye.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Gauri Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tamo matra mupadaya pratisamrudra vikramaha kalena anugata ashesa aste tusnim dinatyaye. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Satya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tamo matram upadaya pratisamruddha vikramaha kalena anugata shesha aste tushnim dinatyaye.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Tamo matram upadaya prati samruddha vikramaha kalena nugata shesha aste tushnim dinatyaye. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. तमो मात्रे उपादाय प्रतिसंवृत्त विक्रमः कालेन अनुगता अशेष आस्ते तूष्णीं दिनात्यये.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
तमो मात्रम् उपादाय प्रतिसंवृत्त विक्रमः कालेन अनुगत आशेष आस्ते तुष्णीं दिनात्याये.
That's what you read the translation, Mataji, please.
Mr. Prabhu, Hare Krishna. At the end of the day, under the insignificant portion of the mode of darkness, the powerful manifestation of the universe merges in the darkness of night. By the influence of eternal time, the innumerable living entities remain merged in that dissolution and everything is silent. Hare Krishna Srimad Bhagavatam Jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Shall move on to the next sloka as well. तमेवानु अपि दीयन्ते लोका भूरादयस्त्रयः निशायाम् अनुरुत्तायाम् निर्मुक्तशशिभास्करम्. Okay, again, dear devotees, kindly follow line by line. तमेवानु अपि दीयन्ते
Abhidiyante
लोका भूरादयस्त्रयः
Loka Puradayashrayah
निशायाम् अनुरुत्तायाम्
Nishayam
Yam anavrittayam
निर्मुक्तशशिभास्करम्.
nirmuktasasivaskaram
Again. तमेवानु अपि धीयन्ते
Tam Evanu Diyante
लोका भूरादयत्रयः
Pura
निशायाम् अनुरुत्तायाम्
Nishayam
Nishayam
Anuvrittayam
निर्मुक्तशशिभास्करम्.
Nirmukta Sasivaskyam
Once more. तमेवानु अपि धीयन्ते
Tam Evanu Diyante
लोका भूरादयत्रयः
Loka Puradayashrayah
yastrayah
निशायम् अनुवृत्तायाम्
निशायाम् अनुत्थाय
निर्मुक्तशशिभास्करम्.
Nirmukta
Very beautiful. Do we have Janvi Mataji to recite?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Do we have Janvi Mataji to recite?
Janvi. You wanna try Sutta? I will try Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Tam evan abhidiyante. Tam evan abhidiyante. Prabhu, can you do Prabhu? She will follow.
Yes. Samyeva anupidiyante.
Diyante.
Loka bhoradayasтрayah. Nishayam anuruttayam. Nirmuktasasibhaskaram. Very beautiful. Very nice, Janvi. Excellent. Sarima Mataji, would you like to go, Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Tam evan abhidiyante लोकभूरादयस्त्रयः निशायाम् अनवृत्तायां निर्मुक्ता शशिभास्करम्.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji, please.
तम् एवानु अभिधीयन्ते लोकापुरादयस्त्रयः निशायाम् अनुवृत्तायां निर्मुक्तशशिभास्करम्.
Very nice. Garingi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tam enam ati tam evan apidhiyanti loka bhuradayastayah nisayama anuvrittayam nirmukta sasibhaskaram. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please. Meena.
Tam evan abhidiyante लोकपुरादयस्त्रयः निशायाम् अनुवृत्तायां निर्मुक्तशशिभास्करम्.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
Krishna. तन्मेवान अपीयन्ते लोको भूरादयस्त्रयः निशायाम् अनुवृत्तायां निमुक्तं शशिभास्करम्.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tamyevanaphi diyante lokavaradasya trayah nishayam anuvrittayam nirmukta shashibhaskaram.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Dear Mataji, please.
Yes, thank you, Hare Krishna. Tam evano abhidhiyante lokabhur adayastrayah nishayam anuvrittayam nirmukta shashibhaskaram. Thank you.
Would you like to read translation, Mataji?
Yes. Okay. When the night of Brahma ensues, all the three worlds are out of sight, and the sun and the moon are without glare, just as in the due course of an ordinary night. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Saranya Mataji, can John we read this translations, Mataji? Not available. That's fine. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So tamevanopi dhiyante loka bhoradayasтрayah nishayam anurutayam nirmukta shashi bhaskaram. And that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall move on to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, today letter to Bhagavan, March 24th, 1971, Bombay. That, anyone would like to say anything, Mataji? Would you like to read this letter, Mataji, if you are available? Otherwise, Bhagavati Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. My dear Bhagavan Das, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 16th March along with the enclosure of the letter received from Detroit City Municipality. It is very encouraging regarding the drug addicted young boys and girls in your country. We can give them the best service as it is already evident from our practical moment. Most of my students were drug addicted formerly, and now, having taken to Krishna consciousness, they have given up everything and rapidly progressed toward spiritual realization. There is a there is a Vedic injunction that one has to realize Krishna nicely and then he becomes perfectly wise. Here is a good opportunity to get cooperation from the government in the matter of our Hare Krishna movement. Our process of helping the misguided youth should remain the same. Namely, they should join the different services in the temple, chanting, dancing in the ecstasy with Hare Krishna mantra. They must be clean. They must be cleanly shaved with the tilak and saffron robes, take prasadam, attend classes, chant 16 rounds of beads daily, etc. We are sure anyone who joins us will be free of all material disease, including craziness and madness. Actually, everyone in this material world is a crazy fellow. He does not know the aim of life. Even the erudite, sorry, probably, um, even the erudite scholar does not know what is God or how the material world was created. So many things they do not know. So if the government officials want to take up our help, they must arrange for giving a nice place so we can accommodate the students concerned according to our method. Such centers should be well equipped with the temple, lecture room, sleeping quarters, kitchen, etc. As we have got everywhere. So try to convince the authorities that everyone will come to Krishna consciousness following our method, which is pure. Then craziness and madness will automatically disappear. This is practical welfare. So our movement should be very vigorously pushed on, but those who push must be pure. That is, then it will be effective. I'm very glad you are getting many private home kirtana engagements. That is very encouraging. If each home adopts our method, they will be happy. There is no sectarian consideration. Everyone should be interested in what is God. The more one understands about God, the more he becomes wise and ultimately he achieves the goal of his life. Here in Bombay, we have arranged a week meeting as Sankirtana festival and the expenditure will be nearly rupees 100,000. But the boys who are present here are doing nicely. Probably this festival will be very successful for drawing Indians about the importance of the Sankirtana movement. Regarding the auto, sorry, regarding the automobile factory, that is very important news. In each and every factory, if you can open a center with the cooperation of the workers and the properties, sorry, proprietor, then certainly we shall make circumstances favorable for them, that there will be no strike of dissensions. So, if you can introduce this program in factories, it will be a great achievement for our movement. Regarding Back to Godhead, I have given a loan of $20,000 by check to Dai Nippon. I have given the information to Karandara how to liquidate the Dai Nippon debt of pounds, dollars 52,000. So follow this principle so that we shall not give chance for damaging our credit with them. I hope that the GBC members will see to this. I'm thinking of returning to USA as soon as possible. Now everything depends on Krishna. Hoping this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher is Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any reflective points, takeaway points, Mataji?
Prabhuji, this is a big letter with lots of nice points actually. Points to take away. Srila Prabhupada is reminding how he started the movement, Krishna consciousness movement with the drug addicts. In those days when Srila Prabhupada went to America, we know, all of us read his Lilamrata, how he struggled and how these drug addicts were behaving. And finally, hearing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, taking prasadam, Srila Prabhupada really struggled 1 year, but how they took seriously Krishna consciousness. I think it is always easy for like this, you know, like this young drug addicts to bring into Krishna consciousness. Then, like I can see in India, Prabhupada saw. He tried in India, but he couldn't succeed. But when he went to America, these boys and girls really took seriously, and he is giving the same advice to Bhagavan Das Prabhu, how they can make them to become into Krishna consciousness, and he is also giving instructions how they have to follow, because they were all misguided, but we should not be misguiding the youngs. They should remain the same. They should follow chanting and doing services, basically sadhana. So Srila Prabhupada is instructing serious sadhanas to follow them, make them to follow, like chanting, doing service at the temple, and when doing the kirtan, they like that. They always the Western people, they like dancing, and that attracts more people. And they must be the boys. They should shave their heads and wear tilaks, saffron robes, and prasadam, and attending class, and chanting the 16 rounds in the beat. So Srila Prabhupada is stressing the same point every time, that our sadhana should be perfect. When we try to do this one, automatically our consciousness will purify, and like how these Americans and Western young girls and boys took the Krishna consciousness moment. Similarly, they will also follow, but it should be in a purity, because when we guide somebody, Prabhupada's instructions are very clear here. When we guide somebody to the Krishna consciousness principles, it has to be in a pure way, and not when we give instruction, we should really give clearly. Then only it will have effect. So that is what Srila Prabhupada is stressing this point in here. And other thing, home programs. Srila Prabhupada is really encouraging the home programs. Actually, home programs are really good. Actually, people will be so much attracted. I can share my own example, because when I was invited, when I came to UK to home program, I was thinking, what are they doing? But when I went and engaged in saw the whole process, it was so beautiful actually. Then our mind will change. We will feel like we want to try to attend more and more. So this is very beautiful in Krishna consciousness movement. Actually, Srila Prabhupada has really given so beautiful um, process format actually. So uh, so also the Srila Prabhupada is saying if we encourage more home kirtan programs at house, and people will be more happy. And he's saying here it's a sectarian consideration anyway. So also people will be most of the people are unaware of who is God, what he looks like, and what is his qualities. So actually, when they do the home program, they do the basic teaching in the initial stages. They will just try to engage people in not giving so much of lecturing. It's a simple process. I think Jay Mataji has done recently one, and it was really everyone liked it. So actually, for the beginners, the house programs are really helpful. They give the basic fundamental preachings so that they can understand. According to Srimad Bhagavad Gita, they try to preach actually. That is what I noticed. So and that will attract more people. And the prasadam, actually the prasadam also is one of the which will purify our mind, so which is offered to Krishna, that when they take that also helps so much. And also Srila Prabhupada is talking about Bombay Sankirtana movement. I heard it was very successful. I was reading in Prabhupada's ever a well-wisher book. It's so amazing. The explanation of that Sankirtana movement was a very great success in Mumbai. And another thing here, Srila Prabhupada is explaining about the factory. Factory can be one of the um, important place, center, if they can do it properly. Uh, they can start Krishna consciousness moment in there. And other thing, he is talking about the Back to Godhead book. He has given loan, and he's instructing how that loan they can recover also. So we can see Srila Prabhupada is so systematically instructing his followers. That those days there was nothing, no technology, nothing, but through the letters, he was so carefully and nicely instructing them. We can see his capacity in everything. He was so, I think, what to say, every management capacity and everything. So, because he was a pure devotee of the Lord. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. I think that's what I can say, and devotees can share their um realization. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely explained, Mataji. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So in order to carry out anything, one must be pure, then it will be effective. Okay, that is necessary. And house programs, as I hear from Saranya Mataji, Mataji also inviting devotees to her home, and then doing some katha bhajans and then feast. A small, even the small portion, maybe few devotees, maybe 3, 4 devotees is also so effective. That is also needed. And if it is 10 devotees, 20 devotees, it is so opulent and more beautiful. We will get an opportunity to render some service to the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas means we take everyone when we are serving. We do not discriminate. One is a uh, while serving, but however, in the heart, one must know that the position of the Vaishnavas, like Gunadimukam, Gunadikan Mudam Lipsed, Anukrosham Gunadamat, Maitrim Samana Anviched, Natapaihi Abhibhuyate. Again, there is a how to discriminate within his heart when he is approaching. But when we're serving in the association and Sangha, like accepting, inviting them into the home, and we treat everyone in a similar way, and then give nice prasadam to everyone, and then asking them to do bhajans and sing kirtans like that.
Actually, Prabhuji, in Middle East, they have such a big bhakti, what is that called as bhakti vrakshas. They are doing, because they do in the in the initial stage, they never had the facility to go out and do anything, because it's a Muslim country, so they were doing only in the houses, and so many devotees were attracted, so many, and they have a big sanghas there in the Middle East.
Which countries,
So,
Mataji, generally?
Mostly Middle East, so Arabic country, isn't it? Is it
yeah, but now they are they have bit more freedom, like in Oman, Dubai, and all. They have bit more freedom, but they are not allowed to go out in the street. So all the Maharajs, they are very happy with what they do. They're very nicely doing, and I think we can see more devotees in Middle East. Yeah, they have a big sanghas and a big yatras there. The Bahrain, everywhere. Yeah. Even in Saudi also. Saudi was very strict before. Even in Saudi, I can hear there are so many sanghas going on at the moment.
Very beautiful, nice to hear, Mataji. So this all, so many things. The ignorance has spread throughout the world. This sectarian religions came, but Krishna consciousness, Vedas, Vedic injunctions, Sanatana Dharma, it is not sectarian. It is for pleasure of people. It elevates the people from darkness to the light. And as soon as they see, but people, somehow these politicians, they make some kind of their plans. It is for for power, name, fame, money, wealth. For that sake, they will ruin. There, Prit Maharaj says in his statements to when he speaks his opinions in the Sabha of all the sadhuvoya ihagataha. Whenever we give any opinion, it must be within the devotees, all the sadhus. Then it has got a strength. Otherwise, they will also rectify in case if it is to be rectified. There he says, when the king or the rulers, they are ruling the subjects and taking the taxes. So during that time, they will also take the sinful activities, 1/6 of their sinful activities. If they do not give the Sanatana Dharma or Krishna consciousness to those people, the ruler will take the sinful activities of those people and he will suffer. Not only that, he will lose all his whatever the charities he might have done, those will also be lost. Yajna, dana, tapa, karma, he might have done some pious activity. They will also be lost and they will be ruined to death. Ruined again, not only death will come anyway, but here they will be ruined going down to the lower species of life. Not only them, all the people of the country also, they will be dragged into darkness. So Prithu Maharaj describes that not only he loses all his opulence, but in due course, not the wealth also will be destroyed in soon. We would see that one at the moment. Some of the countries are flourishing. It appears that flourishing, but people are not happy. Economically, they might be flourishing. The missions and so much of bombs and the flying missions, so many things. It appears that, but actually, they are going to be ruined by themselves because they do not give Krishna consciousness to the people, or they do not arrange such kind of facility. But whatever we see, but one should not be disturbed. Okay, right now some people may be opulent, but without Krishna consciousness. But it is yata bhasu yata tamaha. It is a ignorance covering covering illusory energy of the Lord. One must be very patient and then watch, and whatever needs to be done needs to do. That is spreading Krishna consciousness. This is eternal. This is eternal. Thank you, Mataji. It is so good to hear those news. It needs to be go every part of the world.
Even the Rath Yatra was like
Yeah, they are trying
in Dubai. I think Lal Govind.
Yeah, they are trying to do now, Mataji. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
they
Now I
already
think
done
they are more
last
flexible.
year.
Government. Yeah.
Last year already done. They have Dubai, like Lal Govind every year go there and like 2-3 more cities they do the katha and like yes, last year they have done Rath Yatra as well, same day, Rath Yatra festival day. Yeah.
I think even in Pakistan they did this time. I have 2 friends from there, devotee friends, and they updated me. And in there, oh my God, they are doing so nicely. Very, very. I don't know. The devotees in there are so amazing, Prabhuji, because they take it very seriously because there is no opportunity for them to do anything openly. So their bhav, their this one is so amazing. My God.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other comments? Jai Mataji.
No, I was just thinking that there was a kirtan I sang recently. I think I took that Man Mandire. That came from the beautiful young devotee, forgotten his name, Krishna, Radha Krishna, or something. I think he must be a devotee of Sachinandan Swami. And he was in Bahrain, and that kirtan that they did there, it was amazing because I heard the same song everywhere else, but this bhajan, I mean, but that kirtan where he sang this, it was amazing. So things are happening in, like you said, Bahrain as well, so many other Middle East countries. So yeah, very good. Yeah, it's good to see. I think Prabhupada wanted everyone to go to, even the remote islands, didn't he? Like he was going to Fiji and Hawaii and all those kind of places as well. So it's nice that he's spreading everywhere.
Thank you, Mataji. Nice to hear the reflections from the devotees. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees?
I just want to say, like, Madhvendra Puri, we just have read that even like when Krishna himself was like, offered pot, like rice pot from the priest. And then like, afterwards, next day, he just thought like, everybody will think about him, saying that like, popular, like is saying everybody will come and worship him and like everything doing. So he just left. So how pure devotee. But when he went to the Jagannath Puri, still people are, because he's so pure over there. Everybody knew, so like they don't like their fame or anything. Otherwise everybody, like in the material world, they think, okay, now everybody comes and yeah. So I thought how pure devotee is.
Yes, Mataji. It's very nice reflection of devotees. They do not want name, fame like that. They wanted to serve the Lord. That's all they desire. They do not worry about. Again, there is Madhavendra Puri, not Madhavendra, Ishwar Puri says to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that one would by his personal devotional service, sometimes he dances, sometimes he laughs, sometimes he dances, like Lokabahi. He does not worry about the material world. एवं सुप्रिय नाम कीर्त्य जातानारागोद्धृतचित्त उच्चैः हसति अतो रोदिति उन्मादवत् नृत्यति लोकबाह्यः उन्मादवत् लोकबाह्यः. Just like a madman, he doesn't worry about all those things. He dances. So the nature of pure devotees is like that. They always in their joyous mood, rendering service to the Lord and then associating with the Lord, discussing the topics of the Lord, and they're very happy. They do not worry about this name, fame, those things will again put them into the small window of their limited happiness, limited material conceptions. But devotees, pure devotees, they are not bound by the limited glory of, just only for the namesake or fame's sake. They wanted to serve the Lord.
Like still Krishna wants to give the fame or
Yeah.
whatever. Even the event Jagannath Puri, they have people find out over there. So yeah. So that's the pure devotee, like and there's the reason like Krishna go and give him this, like serve the desire to serve even devotee.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, so that is serving the devotees, getting it. It's a nice opportunity for devotees to elevate themselves in the spiritually. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening, Saturday evening, we have a Bhagavad Gita session at 8 p.m. 7 p.m. And then 6:30 p.m. is our japa. Apart from that, Ekadasi Vrata, now it is time is going on Dwadasi Parana time, and dear devotees, if anyone is to break the Ekadasi fast, kindly do it. Take a chance to break the fast. Yeah, that's all from update side from me. And before you do any breaking the fast, then just kind of think of the charity if it is appropriate. If you haven't done already, even a few pennies also doing something on this auspicious time before breaking the fast. So tapodharnadhanesha sadhya cha ishwaram bhaja धृतव्रतासि भद्रं ते दमेन नियमेन च तपोद्रविण दानैश्च ईश्वर श्रद्धया च ईश्वरं bhaja with faith and do all those things at the auspicious time when you are fasting. And if you do the charity, it has in the mood of goodness for the pleasure of the Lord. It is not of the material nature. Okay, so that take that opportunity on Ekadasi and before you break the fast on Dwadasi day. Okay, that's all updates from me. And the devotees, if you have got any updates, kindly share. Otherwise, we shall move to next Brahma Samhita to cover at least one shloka from there.
Prabhuji, I just have a very quick question. We covered the bhu bhuva swaha. That bhuva rather, is that where all the bhut and pishachis are, or no?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
the Bhuvar Loka is like the clouds, that area.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I just want to ask, like Kali Yuga is like 10,000 years. So like 5,000 is already gone, isn't it?
No, Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. Only 5,000 years gone, and still 427,000 years still left.
Okay, and during that time, Parikshit Maharaj came, isn't it? When Kali Yuga start at that time. Yeah, I understand.
Parikshit Maharaj, he has entered in the beginning of the Kali Yuga. So when Krishna he appeared at the end of Dwapara Yuga,
Mm-hmm.
and then so he has seen Kali, and also later on he departed from this world as well. And by the time whenever the Krishna left this world to his abode, on the same day Kali Yuga has entered. Kali Purusha has entered.
And one question, like there was a Kali was also in the gold, but like when we see in the temple everywhere, like God has wearing this gold and everything. So if his gold is not, then why like Vishnu temple and most of the temple God with the gold. So
Kali does not enter into the temples, Vishnu temples. There is no three modes of material nature, no time influence.
but there is God who are wearing gold, like
God, if it is inside the temple, it doesn't matter either it is the Lord or a devotee.
okay, so inside temple he doesn't.
Inside the temple, it is Vishnu's abode. So it is Vaikunta.
Okay, so even the gold is not affected over there, only outside. Okay.
Yes. And outside, even it is used in the service of the Lord, it does not have any impact. But when people you are using for their sense gratifications, Panchasthanani, Amuni, so Amuni Panchasthanani, the 5 places like the what is Jotam, Striya, Sona. So these are 4 places like intoxication, meat eating or killing, uh, and gambling and illicit associations, plus the gold. Gold is the um, 5th place, where it also again in the 16, is that 16th, 17th chapter, they he says that one. Let me just show that one. This is the reward of the Kali. In the place of gold, these are all existing Panchastha, Amoni Panchasthanani hi Adharma Prabhava Kalihi Autrena Dattani Nyavasatta Nideshakura. So this personality of Kali, by the directions of Maharaja Parikshit, the son of Uttara, was allowed to live in those 5 places. And then in this previous place, it is described where there is a goal, there is also falsity, intoxication, lust, envy, and enmity. Even the simple goal, it would attract all these things. So this is again here. Punasya yachamanaya jhaturupam adat prabhu tato andrutam madam kamam rajo vairam cha panchamam. All this exists where there is a goal. Now the world is going around, circling around the goal, where falsity, intoxication, lust, envy, and enmity, they are all existing within the goal.
Okay, Prabhuji.
That's why Parikshit Maharaj, whatever the money he has got in his treasury, he spent everything for in the Krishna Padano Sevaya, in the devotional service activities, performing yajnas and sacrifices, distribute the wealth to the Brahmanas, whoever is coming and performing those. That's why the economic development means it must be the temple. Devotees, this is the way. But if it is a banking system, that is the way of age of Kali. But whenever it is a temple, how does that impact? People will be educated in the ashramas and the gurukulas, all the Vedic injunctions, and then once they gain the knowledge, and they will be employed in all the temples. And then other people like the kshatriyas or the rulers, they are advised to perform the sacrifices, yajnas. And when they perform the yajnas, they must give the charity to be given to the Brahmanas. In such a way, the people in the mode of goodness will be increased. And what about the economic? So, because people do not want to retain their wealth and they wanted to perform the sacrifices, that is the way for the opulence and also acquiring the pious credits for the ordinary people. So, everyone do those activities, there will be more. At that time, there will not be any scarcity for the food and the cloth and the shelter as well. And everyone will be happy. There is no enmity at all. This is the way of Vedic life. And all the temples, the mode of good, they're all Vishnu temples. They do not go for asking some kind of benedictions. And in such a way, the kingdoms will flourish. Okay, so this is once everything should be based on the temples, economic, and people will grow the flowers and offer it to the temple, and the temple will buy all of those flowers, and some people will donate, and some people will maintain the goshalas. We get the milk from goshalas, cows are maintained, and so many those activities automatically keep going on. The purity will spread within the society. People automatic consciousness, everything comes from the Gurukul, the Vedic injunctions. Everyone learn Bhagavad Gita, introducing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Gurukuls. Teachers will be purified. All teachers must be the Brahmanas, not ordinary people who are having all lust, greed in them, and intoxicated people. Not. This is all use. Corporates are just doing that one, but actually, one must be a Brahmana. Then he can teach proper science or proper mathematics and the culture and behavior by his personal example. And children will nourish, they will be nourished in the with values, and they will become a good citizens. And every ruler must have the Brahmanas in and around him to suggest him at every moment. By the association of these Brahmanas, the pure Brahmanas or devotees, he will be maintaining his position in pure. And instead of he speaks, he would let the ministers who are the Brahmanas, they will speak on behalf of him. But when it comes to the ruling and fightings and Kshatriya duties, he will go and do all those stuff. And he must be a Rajashi. Everything, how does that come? Is again based on the temple and all atmosphere. Keeping everywhere it should be Vishnu yajnas are to be performed. So there will not be any scarcity of the food. Not only the humans, all other living entities as well. They are also citizens of the country. So here one should not reserve all the money, gold like that. So this is where there is a goal, also falsity, intoxication, lust, envy, and enmity. They all prevail. The Prabhupada again gives some kind of information. Sometimes many Matajis, they are interested to buy gold on Akshaya Tritiya and wanted to buy ornaments, so many of those things. The Prabhupada has given some of the information about it. But it should not be reserved in like gold biscuits, something like that, or some kind of ornaments are of the fine to have. But anyway, that is what about the gold. Thank you, Mataji.
For us, like individual, is no good gold to buy. You want to say that? Or, I don't know.
So individually means here I would go with the Prabhupada's purport here. Even a gold standard exchange and currency is bad. Gold standard currency is based on falsehood because the currency is not on a par with the reserve gold. That is one thing. And buying the gold, let us see that particular statement. Again, Prabhupada is suggesting instead of paper currency, actual gold coins should be used for exchange, and this will stop prostitution of gold. Gold ornaments for women may be allowed by control, not by quality, but by quantity. This will discourage lust, envy, and enmity when there is actual gold currency. So again, this is the statement we wanted to see. They may be allowed by control, not by quality, but by quantity. It is. Hope that answers Mataji.
Yeah, okay. Allowed by control. Okay, thank you, Raj. Anyway, it's too expensive now anyway, not to buy gold.
If you have gold, just sell, and if you have got any debts, like just clear out the debts. That may be the right thing.
Yeah, by selling gold and just do it the left out.
Clearing out the debts, yes.
Okay. Okay, nowadays nobody wears the golds anyway because it's very dangerous to wear.
It is now no more People are not interested, but actually one must wear the gold like as essential things, like the earrings and Mangala Sutra and the bangles. But again, nowadays uh, it is a danger as well. People will come and rob, and when we do not, there are so many robbers, thieves, and rogues. Uh, they will come and steal all of it. Okay, but let's not go into that one. We shall move to the next part if you are happy, the Sri Brahma Samhita. Okay, in the Brahma Samhita, there was the 29th and Chintamani Prakar Sadmashukalpa Ruksha Lakshavruteshu Suribirabipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrasa Shatasambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kwanantam Arvinda Dalayataksham Barhavatam Sammastam Buddha Sundharangam Kandarpakoti Kamanya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Thus, very beautifully, Brahma is glorifying Lord, and any devotees learned those two shlokas.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm trying.
Have to do it, Mataji, without looking.
Oh, yeah, but you need to move it away then.
Yeah, you can close your eyes, Mataji.
Oh, okay. I'll try. I'll be very slow though.
Yeah, you can pick when you need it.
Oh, okay. Chintamani Prakara Aravinda Dalayataksham. No, yeah, it is right. I was just mixing the two. Chintamani Prakara Prakara Aravinda. No, Chintamani Prakara Sadmashu Vriksha.
You want to have a look
Kalpa
once?
Vriksha. No, I don't want to be.
Have a look once, Mataji, and then you can try.
Oh, okay. Chintamani Prasadamashu Kalpariksha Lakshavriteshu Sadamashu Surabhirabhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. Chintamani Prakarasadmashu Kalpariksha Lakshavriteshu Surabhirabhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrahma Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venu Kavanantam Surabhir Dalayataksh Aravinda Dalayataksham Barhavatam Sama Asitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. See, Prabhuji, I try, but I still make mistakes.
Yes, Mataji, you did try, you will learn it. So because you are on that one, you will learn everything nicely. Very beautiful, Mataji. Endeavor is there. Whether you learned it, you will by heart or not, that is not the matter. Your endeavor, your trying, that matters. But you will be on it in due course of time. Very beautiful, Mataji. Thank you. Anyone else? Asha Mataji?
I can try, Prabhu.
Okay, Mataji, without looking, if you want to look once and then you can try without looking.
Chintamani Prakraka Sadamasu Kalpa Vriksha Laksha Vriksheshu Surabir Abhir Palayandam Lakshmi Sakascha सम्ब्रह्म सेव्यमानं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very nice. You learn it by heart, Mataji, very nicely. You want to do another sloka as well, Mataji?
I can try. I can only try.
Yes, Mataji.
वेणुं कमनान्दम् अरविन्ददालयन्दक्षं भर्गावदंशम् अशिदम्बूदसुन्दरङ्गम् कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीयविशेषशोभं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very beautiful, excellent. Nice, Mataji. You have learned two slokas. Very nice. Anyone wanted to try or learn it? Share, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Just I had to look first and then I'll try, Prabhu.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Chintamani Bhagavatam Samhita Okay, so I try. Chintamani Prakara Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpavriksha Lakshavritesu Lakshavritesu Satsambramani. No, sorry, Prabhu. Lakshavritesu Surabhirabhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrasadasambhasevyamalam Govindamadipurushottamaham bhajami.
Very beautiful.
I just have to pick some. Okay, let's try this. Venum Quantamaravindalayataksam Bhavavataram Venum Quantamaravindalayataksam Bhavavataram Asitabhuta Sundarangam Kandarpakotikamaniam Visheshashobham Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. I think the Bhadana Venum Quantam Aravinda Dalayataksam Barhavataram Asita Puta Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniyam Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yes, Mataji. This is Barhavatamsam. Barhavatamsam is
Barhavatamsam Asita Buddha Sundaram Barhavatamsam Barhavatamsam Asita Buddha Sundaram Venuquarantaram Aravindalayataksam Barhavatamsam Asitaputa Sundarangam Kandarpakotikamaniya Visheshashobham Govindamadipurusham Tamaham bhajami.
very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So generally when we learn these shlokas, we do not have to use our intelligence or brain to remember each and every word like that. We just go with the flow, and the flow comes with the music that we have got. For example, if we play like nice, beautiful humming with the music, if we remember that music, then the song will automatically come. That is Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam cha. Lord will give everything. That comes from the heart, by heart. That is how we learn it. Again, whenever we learn every shloka, every word, synonyms and translations, then we go with that. But when learning the shlokas, we do not have to use our intelligence. try to go with the flow. It will come automatically. But when we come to the synonyms, then we look into use little bit, what it means, what is the context like that. Gauranga Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So you learned these two slokas, Mataji?
Sorry Prabhuji, I didn't. But I want to try Prabhuji. Maybe I cannot without look.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. चिन्तामणि प्रकरसद्य सकल्पवृक्षं लज्जावृतेषु सुरभिरभिलायन्तम् अभिपलायन्तं
Abhipalayantam, yes.
अभिपलायन्तं लज्जा लो
Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambhrama Sevyamanam.
लक्ष्मी सहस्र असितास् Sitam Asaryamanam Prabhuji. Sorry, I cannot Prabhuji.
Would you like to repeat Mataji from beginning?
Okay.
Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpa Ruksha.
Chinta Mani Prakara Sadama Sukalpa Vriksha
Lakshavruteshu Surabhirabhipalayantam.
Laksha Britesu Surbira Avalachayam
Surabhirabhipalayantam.
Surabira Vipalachyam
Palayantam.
Palayantam
Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambhrama Sevyamanam.
Lasmi Sahasra Sata Sam Brahma Surabhiyatam
Sevyamanam.
Suryamanam
Sevyamanam.
Sebhyamanam
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindam Adipurusam Tamaham Bhajami.
Very beautiful.
Sorry, Prabhuji cannot recite properly. Maybe try again and again.
Very nice, Mataji. Keep trying it. So you'll get, of course, you sing very many songs, very beautiful, sweet voice. You know, by the Hindi is the only one. So here we don't have Hindi version here. And the sound vibrations we simply follow that only main thing. Otherwise, of course, mother tongue should be there. We don't have
Yes,
that one.
Prabhuji. I have Vaishnav Bhajan book, Prabhuji. I have looked there. Then. But word is not same, like not similar. Hindi like a little bit different, like Devnagari sloka, and this as well. That's why cannot properly.
Okay, that's fine, Mataji. Let's start.
This
Yeah,
one as well, Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji, I think you know this one. Venukwanandam Arvindadalayaksham Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Venum Kwanantam Aravinda Dalayatacham Bahar Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Visesa Sobham Govindam Adipurasam Tamaham Bhajami. This one and another one I recite every morning. That's why a little bit, but not properly word Prabhuji.
That's all right, Mataji. So either you're looking and reciting or not looking and reciting, that doesn't matter. You're reciting, you are engaging your tongue. That is the important thing. Sound is coming from the body.
Yes, Babuji, thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else? Anyone, Mataji?
I have not, I can do with looking.
Yes, Mataji. Go on by looking.
Hare Krishna. वेणुकवन्त अरविन्ददलायताक्षां बृहाव्रतं समसिता बुन्दसुन्दराङ्गं कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीयविशेषशोभं गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So these words, the Sanskrit words, whenever we learn so many things, what happens? Automatically, it will change our lifestyle as well. Automatic when we speak, the words will come in such a way, not materialistic, but with a proper philosophical words. We do not use any words. Yeah. That's why we conversant with so many of those terminal words from the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. We do not have to think from a materialist perspective. Again,
When we recite in temple, word already automatic comes sometimes.
yes,
But
that automatically comes. Mood is set.
by your heart, yeah.
The temple, the environment, atmosphere, devotees' mood, everything are in alignment. So those words automatically will flow through. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, so just it's the next shloka is also beautiful. Beauty of Krishna is a small one. We just try to recite this shloka. आलोलचन्द्रकलसद्वनमाल्यवंशी रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम् श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नीतप्रकाशं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So this particular one, I think there is a Srimad Bhagavatam. Let me just go look at pictures of Krishna. Shri Brahma Samhita 531. This is the picture. Open. So this is the picture for this one. आलोलचन्द्रकलसद्वनमाल्यवंशी रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नीतप्रकाशं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So he has got Alolachandrakalahadvanamalivamsi. When there is a word Chandraka, there is it ChatGPT has kept Chandra as well, very nice ornament. And then there is a mala, vanamala, and Tribhanga Lalitam. And in his pose is a Tribhanga Lalita. And and ornaments, Ratnangadam, Pranayakeli. So Pranayakeli, this is the very beauty of Krishna. Again, we do not get that. That's why one may need thousands of faces to manifest one. To learn and glorify Krishna. This is Alola Chandraka Lasad. So Alola is a swinging Chandraka with moon locket, and Lasad is a beautified Alola Chandraka Lasad Vanamalya Vamsi with a garland of flowers. Vamshi is the flute. Ratnangadam adorned with jewel ornaments. Pranaya of love. Keli Kala in pastimes. Vilasam who always revels, Shyamam, Shyamasundara, Tribhanga, bending in three places. Lalitam is so graceful. Nita Prakasham is eternally manifest. Nita Prakasham. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship that original personality, original primal Lord. Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Okay, that beauty of this shloka comes here. आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिपङ्गललितं नीतप्रकाशं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. That part is the beauty of Krishna. So can I request dear devotees follow line by line, and then so we shall move on further. आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी. Can everyone unmute and follow where possible?
आलो चंद्रका लसत वनमया वामसी.
Once again, I will say. आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी
आलोल
आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी
रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम्
रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम्
श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नीतप्रकाशम्
श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं
प्रकाशम
गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
गोविंदम आदिपुरुषम तमहं भजामि.
Again. आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी
आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी
रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम्
रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम्
श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नीतप्रकाशम्
श्यामललितं
प्रकाशम्
गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
गोविंदम आदिपुरुषं
भजामि.
भजामि.
Once more. आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी
आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी
रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम्
रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासम्
श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नीतप्रकाशम्
श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नित्यप्रकाशम्
गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
गोविंदादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very beautiful. Anyone would like to go first to recite?
May I, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Okay. आलोलचन्द्रकलसदवनमालयवांसी रत्नागतं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नियतप्रकाशं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Sakrit Kanna Mataji, would you like to try?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Alola Chandraka Lasad Masalaya Vasami.
Vanamalyaya.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Vanamalya.
Vanamayata. Vanamayala. Yeah, Prabhuji. Can you read?
आलोलचन्द्रकलशध्वनमाल्यवंशी
Alo Chandralasad Vanamaya Vasamsi
वनमाल्यवंशी
Vanamalya Vansi Ratna Gadam Prayana Keli Kala vilasam. Sayam tri Bhagwanta lalitam nitya prakasam. Govindam adi purusam tam aham bhajami. Sorry, Prabhuji. You know, when I do together, then I thought I know. But when I'm doing by myself, I don't know.
Would you like to follow once again, Mataji? Alola Chandra Kalasadvanamalya Vamsi.
Alo Chandraka lasada vanam malya vasamsi.
Vamsi.
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 Okay. Vamsi.
Ratnangadam Pranayakeli
Ratnagadam pranaya keli kala vilasam.
Shyamam Tribangalalitam Nita Prakasham
Shvavam
Tribhangalalitam
Tribhagam lalitam
Nita
nitya
Prakasham
prakasam.
Nita Prakasham
Nitya prakasam govindam adi purusottam. Isn't it, Prabhuji? Purushottam?
Adi Purusham
Purusam tam aham bhajami.
Yes, very beautiful.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Sorry.
Very nice, Mataji.
I will practice.
Sure, thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Alola Chandra Kalasadavanamalya Vamshi Ratnangadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shyamam Tribhangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Thank you, Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. आलोलचन्द्रकं लसदवमनाय वांसि रत्नाकदं प्रणयाकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नियन्तप्रकाशं गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. And Asha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. आलोलचन्द्रगलशद्वरमाल्यवंशी रत्नाङ्गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं दिरिबङ्गललितं नियतप्रकाशं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Gaurangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Alola Chandra Kalasada Bamya Prabhuji.
Vanamalya Vamsi.
Banamaya Bamsi. Sorry Prabhuji. Can you I want to recite with you Prabhuji first line, then I will
Yes,
try.
Mataji. Alola Chandra Kalasadvanamalya Vamsi.
Alola Chandra Kalasad Banmaya Vamsi
Ratnangadam Pranayakeli Kalavilasam.
Ratnangadam Pranaya Kilikalavang Vidyam Vilasam
Shyamam Tribangalalitam Nita Prakasham.
Syamam Tribhangalalitam
Nita Prakasham.
Nityaya Prakasam
Nita Prakasham.
Nida Prakasam Govindam Adipurusam Tamaham Bhajami. First line. Alola Chandra Kalasada Banmaya Bilasa
Vamsi.
Banmala Bangsi Alola Chandra Kalasada Ban Banmalya Bangsi Ratnanga Pranaya Kili Kalavilasam Syamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindam Madipurusam Tamaham Bhajami.
Very beautiful. Thank you.
First line and second line difficult probably for me.
Very nice. Okay.
Prabhuji, can I try to write the
Yes, Mataji, please.
pronunciation, but not a
Please.
rag if you don't mind.
Yes, please try, Mataji.
Alola Chandraka, Aloka Chandraka, Lasata Vanamalaya, Vamsi, and Ratna. How do you pronounce Prabhuji? Ratna.
Let 1 second, Mataji. Let me just go to chatgpt.com. Okay. Please select the below.
Sorry, everyone.
Into which language you want, Mataji?
Sanskrit or Gujarati. Any.
Gujarat. Would you like to proceed, Mataji, now?
Can I see the mantra, Prabhuji? Oh, yeah.
Prabhuji, it's not the word to word though.
Let's try.
Completely
Still.
different.
Okay.
It's almost like a translation. Yeah, this is translation.
Translator. It's not like what Alola Chandrakati.
We remove the word translate or convert or something.
Okay. Let me. It will give. Now it will come.
May I see?
Yes, it is there.
Alola Chandraka Vasad Vanamalya Vansi. Okay, not Vamsi. Vansi. Oh, Vamsi, isn't it? Because it's one the word is a
flute.
Yeah, Vamsi. Alola Chandrakala Sada Vanamalya Vamsi Ratnagadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shyamam Tripangam Lalita Niyata Prakasham Govindam Adipurusam Tamaha Bhajami. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, very nice. Then
Thank you, Jai Vijay Mataji. Thank you, everyone.
Gaurangi Mataji, you want to see this one, Mataji?
Who? Me?
Gaurangi.
Gauranga Mataji, sorry.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you make it a bit bigger, Prabhuji? Cannot see properly. Okay. Alola Chandra Klasad Banmalya Bangsi Ratnangadam Pranayakili Kalavilasam Syamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasam Govindam Adipurusam Tamaham Bhajami. One more time, Prabhuji, again.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Alola Chandra Kalasad Vanamasi Bangsim Ratnangadam Pranayakeli Kalavilasam Syamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasam Govindam Adiparasam Tamaham Bhajami. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Nina Mataji, want to join?
Yeah. आलोलचन्द्रकं लालोकचन्द्रकलसतमनमाल्यवंशे रत्नागदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नियतप्रकाशं गोविन्दं नादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Okay.
Prabhuji, can I try one more?
Yes, Mataji.
Alol Chandrakala Vanamalyam Vansim Ratnagadda Pranaya Keli Kalavilasam Syamantri Bhagdalalitam Niyata Prakasam Govindam Adi Purusaham Tamam Bhajami. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. So that is the shloka. We shall use a small translation and purport. Can I request anyone to read this one, please?
Prabhuji, may I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Okay. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, around whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers, beautiful with the moon locket, whose two hands are adorned with the flute and jeweled ornaments, who always revels in pastime of love, whose grateful threefold bending from of Syama Sundara is eternally manifest. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Also purport as well.
Okay, perfect. In the sloka, beginning with Chintamani Prakarana, the transcendental region and the spiritual names of Govinda in the sloka, beginning with Venum Kwanantam, the internal beautiful form of Govinda, and in the sloka the amorous pastime of Govinda, the embodiment of his 64 excellence have been described. All the spiritual uh, affairs that come within the scope of description in the uh, narration of the aesthetic mellow quality rasa are included in the spiritual um, amorous sports of Govinda. Sports of Govinda. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sorry.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very beautifully read. Okay, so this is the beautiful, this description is what I have asked ChatGPT to generate the picture to describe that. It has given very beautiful picture of Krishna. So he is with Tribhangaralita and also Vanamalya Vamsi, Ratnangadam, all the Angadas are on his body. in a Pranaya Keli Kalavilasam, in the mood of performing the amorous pastimes. Pranaya Keli Kalavilasam, Syamam Tribhangalilitam, Nida Prakasham, so effulgent. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Okay, can I request anyone to describe the beauty of the form of the Lord here? Jai Mataji, would you like to start from the feet? Ekaika shankar dhyanubbhavet padadi yavadasitam gadavritah jitam sthanam apohya dhariyet param sujjiti dihi yatha yatha. So just limb by limb, one has to meditate on the feet.
Prabhuji, sorry, are you asking me for the to describe the form?
Yes, Mataji, from the feet to the head.
Okay, I'm not very good, but I'll try. Gosh, Prabhuji. Okay, so the so Krishna, we usually see him in this Tribhanga pose, and with that Tribhanga pose, his feet are exposed, which are covered with like reddish hue kumkum, and I've read that that is purely to give the devotees a chance to look at his feet, because the feet has all the impressions, all the ones that I think we talked about in one of the lessons. So those are very auspicious marks on his feet, and he stands like that, and it's covered with all this abhushan, all the lovely jewelry in his the feet. And also somewhere it was mentioned that when Krishna walks, he imprints on wherever he walks, there is an imprint on the sand or on the mud, and then people follow that, and people look at it, and even the gopis, they would have something about the feet on their chest, because it's full of kumkum. Prabhuji, please correct me later when I finished. Then we move up to the yellow the yellow garment that we see him in. And also I read that alone has got like 88,000 different versions of that color alone. So it's not just yellow, one standard yellow. Apparently it's like 88,000 different colors of that yellow garment, and we always see him in that. And then he is decorated with the lovely garland, and we heard that how the garland are so fresh, even the bees sometimes goes to it, and then the garland is always moving to and fro. And then on his near the belly, then he's wearing lovely jewelry again. And then with the belly also, that is the main thing where the whole universe was created. Then we move up slightly to his arms, again lovely jewelry, adorned with lovely jewelry. His complexion is like clouds, the rain, the clouds which are about to come down with rain. And that's so beautiful. And then in his chest as well, he's got the jewels, I think is it Chintamani jewels. There was something else, but yeah. So his chest, the neck and chest are adorned with lovely jewelry. In his hands again, he's got lovely flute, and his palms again very reddish. That's how it is always been described. So it puts a color on whatever he touches. His lips, his face, his eyes, all beautiful. And you can see his eyes again, so loving, they're looking lovingly. His earrings are like moving. So even in Namami Ishwaram, we saw that he was wearing earrings which are Lasat Kundalam. So they are like moving so beautiful, earrings always touching the cheeks. They are dying to touch his cheeks. Then above we move up, we see the lovely crown, Alola Chandra, and I think the peacock feather as well. So it's adorned with peacock feather. What else? I think so, Prabhuji. I don't know. I can add any more. I mean, so beautiful. This picture alone is so beautiful.
One side there is moon and one side is Krishna.
Oh, one side there is moon. Yes. Yeah.
And Krishna, that means in front of that, Krishna is Koti Chandra. So he is exceeding the beauty of moon.
Yes, he is exceeding the beauty of the moon. Absolutely. Yes, that was also said somewhere. He's exceeding the beauty of everything. Yes.
Very
And
beautiful.
flute, Mataji, no?
Yes, so the flute he plays, and that enchants all the trees, the birds, the cows, everyone, the gopis. They just run just as soon as he starts playing. He calls Radha. He calls all the cows. They all got different names, and he plays and he calls them one by one. And he brings them alive wherever he goes, and they just die to hear the sounds of the flute when he plays. And the locks, the curly hair, we talked about how Yashoda Maya also puts lots of things on his hair and makes it so beautiful, and it's so curly. Even in the temples as well, we see lots of locks of hair around him.
So
Yes.
beautiful.
Okay.
Mataji. And it describe Krishna's beauty, which is so nice. श्रीनिकेतमलिभिः परिसेव्यमानं भूत्यास्पय कुटिलकुन्तलबृन्दज्येष्ठम् मेनद्वयाश्रिमधिक्षिपत् अब्जनेत्रम् ध्यायेत् मनोमयम् असन्दृतपुल्लसद्भ्रो. So it is described about the ear, this hair, and also the eyes. Eyes are like when the lotus flower is here, and then all his one lotus and stem, and then one fish comes here, another fish comes here, and playing here with the lotus flower. Menadvayashrim adikyapat abjanetram. Likewise, his eyes are like that, and it is lotus petal eyes, abjanetram. And all cheeks is one lotus, and his forehead is lotus. His complete face is one lotus. Everything is lotus. Comparing. Sanchintayed Bhagavataha Charanaravindraм Vajrankushadvaja Saroruhalanchanadhyam Uttunga Raktavilasadnaka Chakravala Josna Virahad Mahad Hrudayandhakaram. Meditation on the feet of Krishna. Sanchintayed Bhagavataha Charanaravindam Vajrankushadvaja Saroruhalanchanadhyam Josna Virahad Mahad Hrudayandhakaram. And Shanks, Janudvayam Jalajalochanaya Jananya Lakshmya Kelasya Suravanditaya Vidatuhum Jatuhu Samalasaila Nisrustavajram Jaye Chiram Bhagavataha Charanaravindam. And then the feet, these thighs. Vuru Vurvo Nida Vuru Supanna Bhujayo. And it is again described in very beautiful Urvor, the mood, what is that one? Vojo Nidiyasika Kusumava Bhaso Vyalam Vipita Varavasasi Vattamana Kanchi Kalapa Parirambinitam Bhabimbam. Again his waist and his uh, the waist, the back part. It is also Nitamba Bimbam, very round shaped. Vurhu, Adhiman, when he is sitting on the Garuda, he is very strong thighs. And again, there are very beautiful white, yellow garments. And then, Nabhishadam Bhajana, Nabhishadam Bhonakosh Bhodharastam Yatratma Yoni Dishna Kila Loka Padmam. Yatratma Yoni Dishna Kila Loka Padmam. And the universal flower came from there. All the 14 planet systems exist within that novel. It is all described part by part, limb by limb, in the third canto, 28th chapter, in a so beautiful way. Vakchodivasam Rishabhasya Mahavibhutehe. And again, there is Srivatsa Kaustubha jewel and and also Kantam cha Kaustubhamani Radibhushanadham Kaustubhamani. And
Sorry, Prabhuji, which jewel did you say just now? I was trying to think of that one.
Kaustubha jewel.
Yes, Kaustubha jewel. Yes, thank you.
Kantam cha Kaustubhamani Radibhushanadham. And then his Bahum Sha Mandragire Parivartanena Nirnikta Bahuvalayana Lokapalam. And ornaments, they are shining when the Lord has taken the incarnation of Kurma Avtaram. The Mandara mountain was turned on top of at the time. Ornaments are they are a bit shining more and more beautifully. That is again, and his face is so beautiful. Those parts you can see gradually ekaika shangan dhyana bhavaye, one by one, part of the beauty of the Lord. One has to meditate. Then everything will be purified. Param param sujjiddihi yatha yatha. In the 28th chapter, verses from 328 and from 21 shloka onwards, there are around 12 to 13 shlokas. It describes the beauty of Krishna, everything is beauty. Of course, there it is a 400 form, but here they're also applicable for Krishna as well. Of course, but there are more vivid descriptions in the 10th canto. Okay, that is the beauty of it. Any other comments, descriptions?
When the temple they sing like the Ananta Chinmaya Asatu Vigrahashya, something like that. So where is that shloka?
That comes next.
Afterwards.
That is
the one after.
Yasya Sakalendriya Vrittimanti Pasyanti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sudajvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Okay.
There in the temple, the 30 shloka and 32 shlokas, two shlokas are sung, but only this middle one is not picked up to sing. This is what we are discussing here. This is the shloka which is missed, not missed. Of course, they have chosen those two shlokas. This is describing Krishna's beauty. That shloka is the Brahma Samhita 531 is the shloka, and the next one is Angani Sakalendriya Vidyaman. That is next shloka. Okay, so this is why Nantam Vidamyaham Ami Muryograjaste Mahabalasya Kutavaraya. Brahma says, Gayan Gunan, what is that one? Again, Lord will, that is the 741 shloka that comes. Gayan Gunan Satarana Adidevaha Shesho Dinapi Samavasyanasya Param. Adishesha is the full expression of the Lord. He himself has not completed the glorification of beauty of Krishna or his pastimes. Shesho Dinapi Samavasyanasya Param. That is so much of beauty to glorify. Mad Darshanavadihi. Okay, that's all from the beauty of and from Sri Brahma Samhita, and I also request their devotees again meditate on this shloka as well, beauty of Krishna. It is so beautiful. If you have got any kind of you wanted to read in the copy this one and any shlokas and put it in the chat GPT and ask like please translate it to the Hindi, the Sanskrit into please also translate it to Hindi, translate in Gujarati as in Sanskrit. And you wanted to likewise you can just give the instruction, it will do everything for you. If you do not type, then there is also speaker as well. You type that one, you speak whatever the language you feel, and that it will give the uh, translations accordingly for you to read, and also it will also read as well. But you wanted to hear your sound
Then
only.
you have to make payment for ChatGPT, or is everything free?
Everything is free.
Everything is free on ChatGPT.
Yes.
Okay.
But there are payment versions, but where you will have more kind of opportunity. It will be more faster like that, more quicker, high quality, something like that.
Okay.
But at the moment, for us, free version is sufficient. Anything else, dear devotee, before we conclude? Is not we are not sufficiently glorifying Krishna, but time is not allowing us.
Mataji, do you know that ticket for one first? Is there any link? Is there anywhere?
Well, yesterday I heard Sita Sundari Mataji said it was all sold out, but you can try again. I don't know. There is a link, I'm sure.
Okay, somebody
You just go into the website and see.
because I am doing
She's
volunteer.
going.
So it's free, but somebody was asking. So okay.
Oh, okay. But you can take the shuttle and pay, and then you don't need a ticket.
But yeah, it's also Habidas parking, like that is
Yeah.
you can park in Habidas and then park and right where my husband is doing volunteer. But I think somebody was asking to go inside. But where is the link for the ticket? It's in our site.
I can send it to you. I'll send it for both, for the shuttle as well as for the other.
Shuttle, I know, but not here. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and see. Yeah, thank you. I'll
Thank
send
you.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mataji, for the updates as well. If you're all happy, we shall conclude and continue with further japa, and also dear devotees, remember to break the fast. Okay, so again, just one more information, like when we are generating the pictures, for example, Srimad Bhagavatam, the 29th chapter, where Krishna is, everyone are running towards Krishna when Krishna is playing flute in the forest before the Yatra. Just I copied those shlokas, translations, and purports. Please generate a very nice, beautiful picture of Krishna with a description of Bhagavatam, and then it did all beauty of like this. And Krishna sees the beautiful moon, which is like a, this nature is like the face of the woman, and it is like the sindoor. Likewise, it generates so beautiful picture, and also here all the gopis as well. You just only use everything in generating Krishna, you will have very, very enthusiastic times with interesting times with ChatGPT and Krishna. You will experience that ecstasy as well. The joy is boundless. Okay, so you do not have to contemplate about the descriptions. Throughout Bhagavatam, we have got enough descriptions. You can copy and paste and generate nice pictures. Like Prabhupada wanted, one picture depicts so much of information. by looking at it. Okay, so with that one, we shall conclude our session. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा consciously everyone.
Prabhuji, I was thinking, is it Jadurani who used to paint all the lovely pictures for the books?
Yes, there are few devotees.
Few devotees, yeah. Amazing. If they had this chat GPT, they would have loved it as well.
It is a very golden opportunity for them now. People, they can do so many wonderful things now with ChatGPT. And if we have these pictures 60 years back, then many books might have been sold. Of course, we can do, and now books are already hard-binded books now. Now also we can just print only the pictures. The book is full of pictures, and just one paragraph under the picture, just only to depict what it is all about. And then we can have all this and sell it. Will be a very good
Yeah, you said right.
identification of Krishna consciousness.
You can do
Yes,
it,
ma'am.
Prabhuji. You can do it.
Yes, we can
I
generate
make
the
it and then we can read.
yes, maybe 200 pictures of from Srimad Bhagavatam, and then all as one book. Maybe it will be sold very easily. People will buy it just for the sake of pictures. It's the idea. Of course, devotees are very intelligent. They know how best it can be. One does not. Do you know one thing? There is one big corporate person. He does not know coding and all those stuff technology. Just using ChatGPT and AI, he has designed an application and which is yielding so much of profit for him. And we can use this one, which is easily available, generate very beautiful pictures of around 200 pictures. It does not even take 3-4 days. If one sits and then print these pictures in a high quality 4K HD quality pictures, and then gather few descriptions from Srimad Bhagavatam for that picture, and then just go to the printer and then just give for the printing, and then just make it as a book. How much it would cost? Very less investment, more profit. When the books are sold, if I sell a book at least for £4 or £5, and printing cost is maybe under £1, so there is again so much it can go to the Krishna. So it is ideas, devotees. Again, you are more intelligent than anyone else. Just think of it. It does not need technology. It does not need intelligence. You just give instructions to ChatGPT to generate the pictures and copy those pictures into a folder, and then uh, you can go to the printer and then just ask them to print. That's all we needed to do it.
Prabhuji, there won't be like any license or any
No.
legal issues,
No.
would there?
No. This picture is your picture. Description comes from Bhagavatam. It is Krishna's asset, Krishna's property. These pictures are not done by any person. You have generated these pictures.
Just thinking also, sidetracking a little bit, not that much, but was it last year or the year before? There is this devotee, I've forgotten her name, but I think it was from 2024 or something, the calendar, the Hare Krishna calendar. She did the watercolor paintings. They were so nice, so beautiful. I'm just thinking that the chat GPT eventually would affect their business as well, maybe.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
It would, Mataji. So, but yes, devotees, again, an opportunity for devotees to take this task. before someone do it and then make it as a commercial thing. Devotees can take. And also look at this gopis, how beautiful all of their faces looking at Krishna. Okay, so that is I don't get any words at all to describe Krishna's beauty. Okay, that is again keeping that one in the mood in our heart. If you're all happy, dear devotees, we shall conclude. पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च परितानं
नमो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णव
जय श्री
प्रभुपाद की जय
जय
हरि हरि
Sorry,
बोल
Hari
प्रभु
Bol.
जी
Yes. Hari
हरि
Bol.
बोल
Hari
हरि
Bol.
बोल
Hari
हरि
Bol.
बोल
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Bol to all of you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Guru Shri Prabhupada. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदा